In this exploration, we delve into some facts shedding light on why INFJs, with their sensitive and introspective nature, may decide to take the path of departure. 1. Unresolved conflict. INFJs are prone to internalizing conflicts, and when issues linger without resolution, it can lead to a sense of frustration. 2. Betrayal of trust. Trust is paramount for INFJs, and any betrayal, whether big or small, can shatter the foundation of the relationship. 3. Disconnection from values. If a relationship contradicts the deeply held values of an INFJ, it becomes challenging for them to stay committed. 4. Lack of emotional support. INFJs thrive on emotional connection, and a lack of genuine emotional support can leave them feeling isolated. 5. Failure to understand their needs. When a partner consistently fails to understand and meet the emotional needs of an INFJ, it can lead to dissatisfaction. 6. Repeated violation of boundaries. INFJs cherish their personal boundaries, and if these are repeatedly violated, they may choose to distance themselves. 7. Emotional exhaustion. The empathetic nature of INFJs means they absorb the emotions of others, leading to emotional exhaustion over time. 8. Lack of growth together. If a relationship hinders personal and mutual growth, an INFJ may choose to seek a more conducive environment. 9. Feeling unseen or unheard. INFJs long to be seen and heard, and if they feel consistently overlooked, it can be a catalyst for departure. 10. Unmet expectations. When expectations of emotional reciprocity or shared values are unmet, INFJs may reassess the viability of the relationship. 11. Neglect of emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is crucial for INFJs, and neglect in this area can lead to a sense of loneliness. 12. Lack of shared vision. If a relationship lacks a shared vision for the future, INFJs may find it difficult to invest in the long term. 13. Manipulative behavior. INFJs are sensitive to manipulation, and if they sense deceit or manipulation, they may choose to walk away. 14. Repetitive misunderstandings. Repeated misunderstandings that persist despite efforts to communicate can create frustration for an INFJ. 15. Unwillingness to adapt. Flexibility is crucial for INFJs, and if a partner is unwilling to adapt to changing circumstances, it can be a source of tension. 16. Emotional disconnection. If emotional intimacy fades and a relationship becomes emotionally distant, INFJs may choose to exit. 17. Lack of appreciation. INFJs appreciate efforts and kindness, and a consistent lack of appreciation may lead to reevaluation. 18. Feeling overlooked. Being consistently overlooked or undervalued can lead an INFJ to question the significance of the relationship. 19. Sense of duty fading. While INFJs are dedicated, if the sense of duty to the relationship fades, they may consider moving on. 20. Inability to address core issues. If a relationship struggles to address core issues despite efforts, an INFJ may decide it's time to walk away. 21. Withholding of affection. INFJs need affection and emotional closeness. Withholding this can lead to a diminishing connection. 22. Draining energy. If a relationship consistently drains their emotional and mental energy, INFJs may choose self-preservation. 23. Loss of individuality. INFJs value their individuality, and if a relationship stifles their sense of self, they may choose independence. 24. Diminished trust in the relationship. Once trust is significantly eroded, an INFJ may find it challenging to rebuild and may opt to part ways. 25. Lack of shared values. A misalignment in core values can create a significant rift for an INFJ, impacting the foundation of the relationship. 26. Feeling uninspired. If a relationship no longer inspires personal or mutual growth, an INFJ may seek inspiration elsewhere. 27. Overwhelming negativity. A consistently negative environment can be emotionally draining for INFJs, prompting a desire to distance themselves. 28. Avoidance of deeper conversations. INFJs thrive on deep and meaningful conversations. The avoidance of such discussions may lead to disengagement. 29. Unresolved emotional baggage. Past emotional baggage, if left unaddressed, can strain a relationship and prompt an INFJ to reevaluate. 30. Inability to learn and adapt together. If a relationship stagnates and fails to evolve over time, an INFJ may seek growth elsewhere. 31. Repetitive emotional draining. Consistent emotional turmoil or draining interactions may push an INFJ to prioritize their emotional well-being. 32. Stagnation in the relationship. If a relationship becomes stagnant, lacking novelty and excitement, INFJs may lose interest. 33. Overemphasis on practicality. Focusing solely on practical aspects without considering emotional needs may lead to dissatisfaction for an INFJ. 34. Resisting personal growth. An unwillingness on the part of a partner to engage in personal growth may create a rift for the growth-oriented INFJ. 35. Feeling unseen in the relationship. If an INFJ feels unseen or unappreciated in the relationship, it can prompt them to seek recognition elsewhere. 36. Emotional unavailability. Emotional unavailability in a partner can create a barrier for the emotionally expressive INFJ. 37. Lack of transparency. A lack of transparency or openness in communication can lead to a breakdown in trust for an INFJ. 38. Feeling like an emotional crutch. If an INFJ feels solely relied upon for emotional support without reciprocity, it can lead to burnout. 39. Failure to acknowledge efforts. Lack of acknowledgement for efforts invested in the relationship may leave an INFJ feeling unappreciated. 40. Misalignment in priorities. Divergence in long-term priorities may prompt an INFJ to reassess the compatibility of the relationship. 41. Feeling overburdened. Taking on excessive emotional burdens without shared responsibility can lead to feeling overwhelmed. 42. Unwillingness to seek help. If a partner is unwilling to address relationship issues through counseling or therapy, an INFJ may feel stuck. 43. Emotional roller coaster. A relationship marked by constant emotional ups and downs can be exhausting for an INFJ. 44. Lack of joy and laughter. A consistent absence of joy and shared laughter may lead an INFJ to seek more fulfilling connections. 45. Incompatible communication styles. If communication styles clash and hinder understanding, an INFJ may find it difficult to maintain the connection. 46. Loss of passion. A diminishing passion or romantic connection may prompt an INFJ to reassess the relationship's future. 47. Diminished shared interests. If shared interests and activities dwindle, an INFJ may seek connections where common ground is stronger. 48. Emotional manipulation. INFJs, sensitive to manipulation, may distance themselves if they sense emotional manipulation in the relationship. 49. Diminished physical intimacy. A lack of physical intimacy may signal a deeper emotional disconnection for an INFJ. 50. Inability to resolve recurring issues. If recurring issues persist without resolution, an INFJ may question the long-term viability of the relationship. 51. Intolerance for emotional neglect. Emotional neglect can be particularly distressing for INFJs, leading them to seek fulfillment elsewhere. 52. Diminishing shared dreams. A loss of shared dreams and aspirations may prompt an INFJ to reevaluate the relationship's alignment. 53. Resisting personal reflection. A partner's resistance to self-reflection and personal growth can create a barrier for the growth-oriented INFJ. 54. Struggling to create emotional bonds. If emotional bonds weaken and become challenging to rebuild, an INFJ may contemplate moving on. 55. Feeling unloved. Ultimately, the core need for love and emotional connection is paramount for an INFJ, and if this need goes unmet, they may choose to walk away. The decision of an INFJ to walk away from a relationship is a complex interplay of emotions, values, and needs. If you resonate with these factors or have additional insights, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's engage in a thoughtful conversation.